global warming is a rather new issue. Taking this into consideration, the scientific community did not fully understand the cause of the Earth's temperature rapidly rising. However, after numerous years of research and studying the situation, it was clear that the main cause of global warming is the production of greenhouse gases. The most commonly found greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. These gases are produced by both human activity and natural causes. Scientists have concluded that the continuous production of greenhouse gases that humans produce and emit into our atmosphere is a driving factor to why our Earth's temperature is on a steady rise. As the Earth's population, humans create greenhouse gases by daily routines such as driving cars, using electricity that is produced from coal-fired power plants, or heating our homes with oil or natural gas. Although a specific amount of naturally produced greenhouse gases are harmless to our planet and are actually required for the survival of our planet's creatures, human use of fossil fuels are the driving force behind the excess amount of greenhouse gases that are spoiling the proper balance of the natural gases. It was actually proven that without the proper amount of greenhouse gases, the Earth's surface would be an average of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. This degrees would not properly support life on Earth. Greenhouse gases travel in the atmosphere and absorb and emit radiation within the thermal infrared range. This process is known as the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect, as shown in the next slide, is when sunlight enters the Earth's atmosphere by short wavelength radiation. This radiation warms the Earth. However, only 1/4 of all incoming sunlight is reflected back to the atmosphere. Long wavelength radiation is produced by the warmed Earth and is emitted into space. These longer waves are mostly reflected back to Earth by the atmosphere. As I had described earlier, the greenhouse effect goes along like this. Solar radiation passes through the atmosphere. About half the solar radiation is absorbed by the Earth's surface. Radiation is converted to heat energy, causing the emissions of long-wave infrared radiation back to the atmosphere. However, along the route, some of the infrared radiation is absorbed and re-emitted by the greenhouse gas molecules. Some of the solar radiation is reflected by the atmosphere and the Earth's surface. Some of the infrared radiation passes through the atmosphere and out into space. Since it has been discovered that greenhouse gases is the leading cause behind global warming, it is imperative that we take the proper steps to containing this pollution. In the next slide that I will show, it portrays the annual greenhouse gas emissions by sector. The power to control global warming is very clearly in our own hands. Reducing the amount of gas we develop will immediately impact our planet in a positive way. Some people believe that the production of greenhouse gases cannot be slowed down, but this does not mean we cannot remove the gas from our atmosphere. Deforestation is another leading cause of having too many gases in our atmosphere. If we stopped cutting down the trees and planted more instead, the trees would intake the carbon dioxide, a major gas incorporated with the greenhouse effect. Even though we are the cause behind our planet's declining health, the good news is we also have the power to prevent the rapid decline and fix the errors we have created. As this diagram shows, annual greenhouse gas emissions by sector, power stations are the leading cause behind the gas emissions at 21.3%. Industrial process at 16.8% follows that. Transportation fuels at 14.0%. Agricultural byproducts at 12.5%. Fossil fuel retrieval, processing, and distribution at 11.3%. Residential, commercial, and other sources at 10.3%. Land use and biomass burning at 10%, waste disposal and treatment at 3.1%.